Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Lil Soy Sauce. In today's video, I want to talk about the 7 Warlords of the Sea, or the Royal Shibukai, whatever you want to say. If you're a weeb, you'll say Royal Shibukai, and if you're someone like me, you would say 7 Warlords of the Sea. Now, why do I want to talk about the Warlords of the Sea? Well, they're kind of relevant. It's just an excuse, but yeah, the warlords. The reason why really want to do it is because they're thinking about demolishing. Not demolishing, abolishing the warlord system. With guys like Fujitora definitely leading the charge. Even him saying that he went down to Vegapunk's lab and he saw something. We don't know what it is yet, but saw something that could rival the warlord system. So I think it is a possibility that it could be abolished here in the sometime in the near future. So I want to make this video now before that happens, so we can so we can explain everything that's led up to this point, and yeah, and then we can kind of make that decision for ourselves. Now, originally there are 7 members. There's 5 current members right now, but there are 7 original members, and the 7 original members were Dracula Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman, Boa Hancock, the leader of the Kuja pirates and the leader of Amazon Lily. You had Crocodile, who was the leader of Baroque Works. Doflamingo, who was the head of the the Doflamingo family. You also had let's see, Jinbei. He was he was like the royal son of the sea or something. I don't know his epithet. You had Gecko Moria, who was the leader of Thriller Bark. He clashed with Kaido and all that. And then the final one, let's see, and sorry, was Bartholomew Kuma. I don't know how I forgot about him, but yeah, he's like the giant man thing, man bear pig thing, whatever. He's not the South Park. He's not Al Gore, but he's just like a man bear thing. I don't know what you would call it, but yeah. So those were the original 7 members. Now, why would someone need what's the point of the warlord system? Why is the warlord system a thing? Well, if you think about it, in the One Piece world, you got these magical devil fruits, right? And you can gain superpowers with them. So, and if these pirates, you get these pirates now. Essentially, what the warlord system is these pirates are working for the world government, but they're allowed to be pirates. So they're basically the privateers in a sense, and they're basically under the direct control of the Gorosei. And so the incentives for being a warlord is first of all, the world government will leave you alone. They'll freeze your bounty, so no one will be chasing you. You get territory. You get influence and power. You get access to governmental buildings, and you'll have your own islands and stuff, and you'll have all your own things. So there's definitely a lot of benefits to being a warlord. Now, of course, you got people like Mihawk who really don't care about the fame and the luxury and all that stuff about being a warlord. He just look, I'll do it if I like it, and he likes it, and of course he just doesn't bother. And then you have guys like Crocodile and Doflamingo who utterly abuse that position. So there are reasons why. So you would let's go into talking about why some members left the warlord system, why some joined then left, and let's talk about some who are currently in. Now, with the people who left there, I think there were 3 that got kicked, well, 4 that started the series as a warlord and then left. Of course, a Crocodile and Doflamingo story is very similar. Both try to take over a kingdom where Crocodile failed to. Doflamingo had been ruled over Dressrosa for a long time. Of course, that's a big no-no, and they got kicked out. With Moria, they found out that he was way too weak to be a warlord. So, and it wasn't that it was his devil fruit power was weak. Moria had one of the more impressive devil fruit powers, in my opinion. It's just that he didn't know how to use it correctly, so he was weak, and they kicked him out. And with Jinbei, he just didn't want to fight Whitebeard because Whitebeard, he's viewed though. I know he viewed Ace as a friend, but Whitebeard also protected over his island, so it would make sense that oh, like, I don't want to fight them. So of course Jinbei got kicked out. So those are the four original members that kicked out. Now of course you got to replace those original members. When Crocodile was kicked out, when he got defeated by Luffy, he Blackbeard joined. Now the thing with Blackbeard is Blackbeard didn't have a bounty at this time. Marshall D. Teach did not have a bounty. He had a 0.00 $0.00 bounty, whatever you want to call it. So it was kind of weird that they would take that in. And of course we know all about Blackbeard. He joined, then he used that power. He was going to go turn in, I believe, Ace to get that position because he turned in Ace to get the position. Then he went to Impel Down, got all the level 6 prisoners, and basically backstabbed the world government, stole Whitebeard's devil fruit, and then fled, got the hell out of Dodge. So, yeah, Blackbeard was one of those guys that joined and then left. Another one of those guys is Law. Now, Law, the way Law joined, that's pretty badass. So basically, here's what happens. It's right after Marineford. It's right before they go to the 2-year time skip. Or I think it was, no, sorry. It was, I think right after it. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Either it was right before or right after. But Law basically shows up with 50 random hearts. He says they're pirate hearts, but they really could be anything. Him being the heart pirates makes sense. So yeah, he shows up with 50 hearts, like live beating hearts, and they're like, "Make me a warlord, or I'll make me a warlord." And they're like, "You know what? We're gonna make you a warlord." So yeah, Law was one of those guys that joined, but then of course he was relieved of his position after Dressrosa. And yeah, so those are the ones that were joined and left. Now there are 2 guys that joined who are still currently a part of the Warlord System. Buggy joined during the 2-year time skip, and right now he's running kind of like a delivery service. He's running a I guess a pirate for hire kind of deal. So that's what Buggy's doing. And then the other one is Edward Weevil, who is the proclaimed son of Edward Newgate, aka Whitebeard. Ridiculously strong brute kind of guy. He's kind of dumb. So yeah, those are the ones. Now, if you can't do math, hopefully everyone can do math. My grandfather always said there's 3 types of people in this world: those who can count and those who can't. But so that's only 5. There's 2 positions. Now, if we are going down the route where we might abolish the Warlord system, then it wouldn't really matter in the long run if there's 5, because they're probably just going to get rid of it anyway. And I think Mihawk's kind of sensing, yeah, I might need to leave too. Because, remember when we found out about Blackbeard's bounty and we found out about Perona? Yeah, him mentioning something about leaving? I don't know, maybe is that something maybe to do with, the Warlord system being abolished? Who knows? Because we don't know when these events are taking place. Is Wano going on at the same time as Reverie, or has maybe Reverie been over for a day or 2, and then we're in Wano, but since they're in an isolated country, of course, we can't find out what happened in the world. So we don't know. We don't know when this is all going on. So, personally, I would like to see the Warlord system abolished because of how corrupt it is. And, of course, you can have King Cobra, Vivi, you can have King Riku Dole, Viola, Viola and Rebecca. They all can, of course, attest for this, how crazily corrupt the Warlord system is. And of course, Fujitora is like, yeah, this is really corrupt. So I could definitely see the Warlord system being abolished. Or if you don't do that, I wouldn't like if Oda introduced new characters, especially if they're gonna be something like that where they might be heavily involved in the story. I don't know, because it's getting late in the story. We're probably gonna be done with Wano in 2020. That's kind of where I've predicted it at. I'm actually gonna upload a prediction video tomorrow, hopefully on Tuesday, maybe not Wednesday at the latest. Like a little prediction video on what I think is going to be the future of One Piece. So if you guys want to check that out, let me know. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the Warlord discussion video. Just a quick little overview on kind of where we're at and kind of, my little discussion on it. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching.